Hey guys, welcome back to another Pop Preview. I'm Alex.
I'm Sean.
Today we're going to be watching the official trailer for Aquaman. Aquaman. So, Jason Momoa, that's all I care about, is that bod. He's just a guy. He's just a good-looking guy. And I think he's a good actor, too.
He's getting better.
He's getting better.
Well, I mean, on Game of Thrones, he didn't have a lot to do, so...
No, but I think he just has, like, this intrigue. Like, his eyes, just expressive.
Yeah. He's just not a big
he
buff guy.
Also, yeah, he has a physicalness to him.
Yeah.
That he can use as well.
Yeah.
He just has what it takes, I think. So it will be interesting to see him in a role that focuses solely on him.
Yeah.
Instead of just part of a team or like a supporting character of some type. So.
Yeah, because I think for me, Justice League was a little bit of mixed with him specifically. Like the parts where he was like kind of like depressed and drunk, and like the parts where we saw a little bit of him underwater was interesting. The parts I didn't really like was him being like, when they were fighting and my man. Yeah, like that kind of like...
Yeah, that seemed... It clashed.
It
clashed a lot for me.
Who's the real Aquaman here? Like, is he kind of this interesting character? Or this kind of like stereotypical, like, jock-ish, like less words, more beating type? So there was a little bit of a mix there, and I could understand with the two directors and all that kind of stuff happen. Put that aside... Now we're actually going to dive directly just into Aquaman himself.
Yeah. His
own story. So I'm really excited to see this. I haven't seen the trailer yet. But James Wan, said the reason why we've waited so long because he wanted to make it right. And I understand that because DC still has a little bit of baggage on them from B versus S, from Justice League. Mm-hmm. So... if the first thing we saw and it didn't look right, you'd be like, "Oh, here we go again." Mm-hmm. So I understand, James. You made the right call by waiting. Hey, when it's ready, I'll show it to you. So now it's ready. So now we get to see it.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And I think that we are going to get... I like it when, and we talked about this a little bit when we were talking about Comic-Con, which, by the way, I was there, and you should check out our video that we did where we recap some of the stuff that I saw, some of the stuff that was released, and just some general news about that, so be sure to watch that video. But we were talking a little bit about how I like this trend of actually focusing in on one character. And obviously, this is part of a larger franchise. Yeah. There's no way around that. There's going to be tie-ins and stuff like that. But this is a character that we haven't... This isn't like another Spider-Man movie, right?
No.
Like, this is the first Aquaman.
Yeah.
So, it's big shoes to fill.
Yes.
Just because, the first impression of Aquaman, it's not like it's another reboot or whatever.
That's true.
But that excites me as well because you actually have the opportunity to build this character in a way that is sort of a little separate from, the franchise and how it's going to tie in and Easter eggs and all that good stuff, which we probably will see a bit of. Mm-hmm. But still, that's what excites me about this. Just this new character that I don't know a lot about, I'm familiar with, but want to dive in a little deeper.
Yeah.
Pun intended.
I bet. Yeah. All right. So let's watch it and see what we got here.
Here we go.
My father was a lighthouse keeper. My mother was a queen. But life has a way of bringing people together.
We could unite our worlds one day.
Check it out. Arthur is talking to the fish.
That's intense.
They made me what I am. Permission to come aboard.
I've been looking for you. Your half-brother, King Orm, is about to declare war upon the surface world. The only way to stop this war is for you to take your rightful place as king.
Trust me, I am no king.
You do your best thinking when you're not thinking at all.
That was the worst pep talk ever.
want to strap in. Welcome home.
My brother has come from the surface to challenge me for the throne.
I call it an ass whooping. I'm no leader. I came because I have no choice. I came to save my home and the people that I love.
You think you're unworthy to lead because you're of two different worlds. But that is exactly why you are worthy.
That was awesome. The war is coming to the surface, and I'm bringing the wrath of the seven seas with me.
We're here.
What are you doing? Wait.
You should have a parachute.
Redheads! You gotta love them.
Wow.
Nice.
So, 2 thoughts. Number 1, Lion King much? It's like the disenfranchised lost prince has to come back and save it from his evil step family, but doesn't want to be a king because he doesn't think he is a king. It's very Lion King.
Or Black Panther-ish now, if you want to, also, kind of, ish.
Nah, Lion King.
Reluctant person want to be king, struggling with it,
Yeah. His, like, future girlfriend
Some
comes to
ties,
get him, to bring him back, to save the... Yeah.
Some ties.
Also, that looked like a video game.
Hey, that's not a bad that's not a bad... I think that's a compliment.
It's an animated film.
No, I
Yes.
mean, the water effect, I think looked pretty good.
Everything looked like a cartoon to me.
Well, I mean, it's going to be a lot of CGI. They're underwater. So, I mean, there's going to be a lot of CGI. Remember, it's probably still not done yet. We're still probably working on it. This doesn't come out until December. So,
no.
Oh, CGI aside, let's put that aside. What do you think of actually Aquaman himself? Like what we saw of him?
I think he did embody this interesting duality that you said was a little confusing for you in Justice League. I feel like he is the guy who maybe is sort of like, yeah, fuck it, let's go. But also is sort of like, yeah, but, you know, who am I to this place? Like, I can't do anything.
Yeah.
He is sort of like, I don't want to say party guy, but he likes to have fun, I think, but he doesn't take anything too seriously. I think that's his character.
Which is fun. Yeah.
I think that's his character. I think it's like, yeah, that was cool. Let's jump out of a plane. This is great. But also, like, nothing means anything. Like, what can I do? I can't do anything. I can jump out of this plane and that'll be fun. But so I think they're really building that part of his character, and I think that's who he is.
Yeah.
I think when we get a little bit more of that over the course of the film, it will make a little bit more sense instead of feeling like it's clashing so much like it did in Justice League, because I do agree with you on that.
Yeah.
And I do think we're getting that. I like it though. I always like to see something different, and we haven't seen this before.
No.
We haven't been underwater, really. What was the last, like, major set piece underwater that we've had outside of, like, what's that planet Jar Jar Binks is from?
Oh my god. Don't bring up Jar Jar in here. But I mean,
sorry, he who must not be named.
Well, that's one of the reasons why this movie is real. This movie has a lot of weight on it. Like, if you think about it, like, this is the first movie to come out since Justice League, so we have that, but also the character Aquaman. Growing up as a kid, he was just the guy who talked to fish. So watching like
old Harry Potter with the snakes.
Yeah, but not in a cool way. Like, that's all he really did. If you watch old Justice League cartoons, he was the guy riding the seahorse, talking to the whale and the shark and whatever. And that's kind of all he really did. He didn't really do much.
It's true. He is one of the lesser characters in my book, because they didn't do anything with him in how I was exposed to him media-wise.
Yeah.
And the cartoon was obviously a big thing.
Yeah, but
which is like, okay, he's okay, I guess.
But then Robot Chicken kind of also flipped it on its head a little bit by making fun of the fact that literally that's all he did. So for a while, Aquaman has kind of been of a joke. He kind of had a little bit of resurgence in pop culture when he was in Entourage when they were making the Aquaman movie. But like nobody really thought. Psst. I'm pretty sure the reason they used Aquaman because like no one, yeah. Plus no one would really ever make an Aquaman. No one's gonna ever really do that, so we can use that character. And then now, years later, now we're actually getting an Aquaman movie. So I think that this movie has a lot of turning that over.
That perception of Aquaman
like with
being
the yellow
the butt of the joke.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm hoping that they're smart enough to actually make a joke about, oh, you really only can talk to fish. Because literally that's what it, especially like to younger people, oh, he's just the guy who talks to fish.
My guess is that that's not the first time. So when we see that opening scene where he's a kid and all the sharks come at the glass because somebody pissed him off, my guess is that that's not the first time his classmates teased him about the fish thing.
I'm sure.
My guess is that it came to a head at the aquarium because of that reason.
Yeah.
So I do think that he will be. It will be a little self-referential when he's a kid. You're like, oh, he's just the guy who talks to fish. Like,
you know what will probably happen? Like maybe there's a scene where they're in school and they have like a pet fish, like a goldfish or something like that, and he talks to that, and they're like, oh, look at little Arthur, he's talking to the fish again.
Yep,
and then it kind of comes to head when they're at the aquarium. It's like that, something like that would make sense.
If I were writing the movie, that's what I would have done.
Yeah, that's what I would do too. Like that scene would make sense. So yeah, I hope they do make jokes about that because that was the running joke about Aquaman for years. Not just years. Like Robot Chicken kind of helped make that like, it's Aquaman, whatever. Like, what are you gonna do? Talk to fish?
But yeah, CGI aside, which I felt it was just kind of like, all right, a video game, whatever. I'm still interested because I do think that he's an interesting character. Drawing again the parallel between this and The Lion King, there's, that internal struggle. Like, do I do what's right for my... Or Black Panther. Like, do I do what's right for my people? Do I do what's right for me?
Yeah.
Like, can I be selfish in this scenario? Or do I really have to, like, become Aquaman and take my rightful place as king? So there's going to be that struggle, which I like that. Because all of us feel that way in some aspect in our lives. Like, do I take care of myself? Or do I do the uncomfortable thing and take care of the people around me?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like the line from Black Panther, it's hard for a good man to be king. Mm-hmm. So I'm interesting to see him struggle with his humanity, because he's raised on above the land, and now he has to go underneath into the sea.
Identity crisis.
Yeah, exactly, how he's going to struggle with that. Also, we got a little bit of Orm, his brother, and we saw Black Manta as well. So he's going to be dealing with two villains. Curious to see if they both end up out of this movie alive to tie into the end of Justice League, where Lex Luthor, spoiler for Justice League for a second, where he said, well, we're going to start forming our own team.
That's true.
So if you're familiar with the the Justice League of America cartoons from the 70s and 80s, they had a Legion of Doom type where there was Lex Luthor and Black Manta and Cheetah and Bizarro and all these kind of characters. So I'm wondering if they're going to eventually start to pay off on that, and maybe Lex Luthor pops up at the end and meets Black Manta or Orm and is like, hey, I'm kind of forming my own little thing. You guys want in? So I'm hoping we get to see something like that. I hope so. But with that, we'll probably see... hopefully we'll have to wait to see the movie for that, but hopefully in the next trailer we get a little bit more of the meat of the story of Orm's jealousy of Aquaman. It's like, I should be king, you're not even from this world, you don't deserve it, things like that. So
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I honestly feel like I don't need another trailer. I really don't feel that, like, I got everything I needed to know. I got this internal struggle with Aquaman's character. I got the fact that his half-brother is waging war on people of land. I think I got everything without actually giving too much away.
Yeah.
I feel like now I can just see the movie.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, okay, I kind of get what's going on, and I'm ready to actually see the meat.
Yeah.
Instead of being teased the meat.
Well, they teased the meat really well here.
Right, yeah.
But
I don't need to see it in another
DC,
trailer.
you've had a history of showing us too much in the trailer, so please don't do that here. Anything that's special, keep it for the main course. This is just a nice appetizer. Tease me for the meal. I bought the meal. I'm gonna buy the meal. Don't worry about it. Allow us for buying the meal. So don't tease. Just keep teasing it. I don't want to see like Doomsday or Wonder Woman in her costume in the next trailer. Don't do anything like that, please. So that's our thoughts on Aquaman. What do you guys think? Are you excited to see Aquaman? Are you excited to see Atlantis? Do you think any other superheroes are going to cameo in this? I think maybe Superman, maybe. We'll see. I think they're going to use Superman to tie in a lot of things. I think they're going to use him to tie in Shazam. I think we're going to see him again in Aquaman, I think. Because he's Superman, you know. He's the face of DC.
Yeah, so what do you think about Jason Momoa's pecs? I want to know about that. I know a lot of our followers are male, but still, you can still recognize the power of another man's pecs.
He's a good-looking man, but that's as far as I'm going to go. But
anyway,
whatever you guys want to comment, leave them below. Like, subscribe, do all those great things. Looking forward to Aquaman. Let us know.
Yeah.
So
Talk to you guys next time.
Yeah. Until next time, guys. Bye.